rivals, welcome to Bax Attacks. It was a busy December and January holiday season, and I'm going to give a quick report on several of those events, including the Chilling Touch, Winter's Hunt, and Winter's Curse events. I showed earlier a first look at Father Frost, a pretty fun new ancient there, pretty effective one as well. I was able to do pretty well in the event, and I did get the top prize there, the Winter Heart chest, which is used to ascend Father Frost one step up to Epic. So he starts out Superior, so the first one will take him to Rare for a maximum of level 40, and we'll just level him up with some spare Primus we had ready for that. And there he is, level 40. And we'll take him out for just a little bit of a test ride to see how he's doing at this level. Alright, so I'm Stronghold 14, so I'm looking at 13s and 14s mostly in both the arena and high multiplayer. And we'll spread out the troops so they don't take too much at once from a spell tower or splash damage. We use the first spell to reduce the range on those dangerous spell towers and splash. And when we build up to 15, we'll be able to start really shutting them down. And none too soon, the troops were starting to take a hurting on that. But once the freeze is up in place, then the spell, the mist to reduce the range, is very effective. And that was a bit of a close, bit closer match than I expected, but it went over okay. Alright, there we go. And let's see if we can find a little bit of a tougher one for this next attack. First, let's see what we get in the chest. Some Death Primus. No shortage of things to upgrade, so that's all good. That one's a little bit too tough. I don't want to be hitting the Stronghold 15s with it just yet. Ah, here we go. Stronghold 14, although the Flare Tower is well out of position. And it looks like just Frost Towers for defense. And some free mana to boot. That's okay, Father Frost is still happy to judge this kingdom. And we were able to get the 15 a little bit easier this time. Freeze that down, reduce the range. Reduce the range again. And there we go. A little bit more freezing. A little bit more of the mist. And a heal up. And we'll just take it through the base there. So I definitely am liking Father Frost, and getting him up to level 40 is very welcome. Now, the event only offered one Winter Heart chest as a prize, but they did have other chests that you could buy in order to try to get a second one. And maybe we'll try a few of those in just a minute, but I don't want to end on that pretty easy base. I want to find one that's a more typical, a stronger Stronghold 14. Alright, this one looks like a better design. There's a lot less free mana. The Spell Tower and Flare Tower are properly centralized, so that's good. Alright, without the ability to directly control the Spell Towers, I'm using some heavier melee troops for the army composition. Using Malice as the Dragon for both damage and some lifesteal. And to distract the Spell Towers as well is also very important when using Father Frost. There's our 15. We'll completely lock down the Flare Tower. Slower attacks on the other ones. Reduced range on the other ones. And a little bit of heal. Coming up, there we go. Alright, so I'm finding them pretty effective on other Stronghold 14s, and we don't have a bunch of gems, but let's try a few of the Frozen Cash. It's got the Winter Heart chest as well as some Ice Primus. The boosts were useful in the event, the Ice Primus, useful after the event for leveling them up. Elementals or other boosts not uncommon in this one. It was nice to see several instances of 20k. 20,000 Ice Primus, also lots of 10, so that's good. The Cold Blood and Shatter, when those show up, are also very helpful boosts, not just for events. Alright, now with these chests, of course, there's just a huge degree of variability. I do know some friends who got the Winterheart chest very quickly. I know others who spent thousands upon thousands of gems and did not get a single one. So it's really a bit of a gamble on these. And I'm not going to get any extra gems for it, but I'll go through the remaining ones I have to see if we can get one. The last chance here. And no good this time. Alright, so in summary then, the Chilling Touch was able to offer the White Eagle Chris. Helpful for leveling up Forvel. So I got one to get him to rare, got another one to get him to epic, and then also the Chris could be used to level up Banemaw to ancient. So yes, I was luckier with the Chris than the Winterheart. Did get a bronze statue in the event. It was just a soldier though. Alright, so let's move on to the Winter's Hunt, which was a Christmas event. It was a kingdom event, but really as far as our events goes, this was a casual one, and the main prize for it was Mithril, so that was very handy. Alright, some news I want to mention I'm excited about. I'm shifting over with the Bax Attacks account to the Mortality family. Mortality Elite, I had a great time in a previous event and rejoined them for the Winter Curse event here. Mortality had been doing very good in previous events, and now they're even stronger with a recent merger. And currently there is a Mortality Kingdom, typically in the top 5 there in events. Mortality Elite, Mortality Anzacs, and Mortality War, as well as Mortality Legends. So for no matter what the activity level, if you're serious about the game and like a good group, Mortality family is definitely one to check out. Alright, so just after the winter, folks are ready for an intense kingdom event. Well, it was intense whether they were ready for it or not. The top ladder board prize was Mithril, but the leaderboard was really where the heavy action was. You can see at the top here some really big numbers posted. Mortality was able to get the gold there. Up at first was Dragon Slayers, who really just crushed it for the event. The top 15 got a silver, so congrats to those who were able to make that. And look how close the scores are. The top 120 got the statue and the snow globe. Mortality Elite came in comfortably, so to speak, at 42, but look, there were only a few thousand ahead of others. And in previous events, it was top 75, but there the scores were about 80,500. And if you go down to the top 120, you'll see that the scores were just a couple hundred lower. Super close event. There's Soulfire at 80,294. My main account, LT Baxter, was in that one, and we had a good time there as well. But it was really intense at the end of that. A lot of activity. Had to wake up early and just to see how things were going, and woke up with the start and jumped on and logged on, try to get some final points for that. Alright, so I'll just kind of scroll through here. You can see the other kingdoms and where they scored. The top 320 were able to get a bronze statue chest, so that was good. But really the snow globe, the snow storm, was the main prize for this one, and that's ascension material in order to increase Burna up to legendary rarity. So there's a 320. Congrats to Murder of Crows for just making it under the line there. And some other friends at Fire Element also were able to hit that 320. We got some really big scores here, many thousand by several of the leaders within the clan. The kind of average target they were asking people to get was 1650, so made sure I was able to deliver on that. And some other folks who joined a little bit later in the event, that's the main reason for some of those lower scores. Now you could use 3 different agents to get a bonus for points in the event. You could use Forvel, Burna, or Banemaw, and all three of them were actually quite good. I focused on Forvel just because my Burna isn't very high level, but we will go ahead and apply the Snowstorm regardless, and use that to take Burna up to Legendary. Mine's a level 11, so to get to 60 that's going to take quite some effort. But some folks who have been using her at a high level were really impressed by that. There's the bronze statue chest, and let's see what we get from here. And it's a Solaric statue. So just 8 more of those and he'll turn into to silver. I'll talk in probably my next video or soon about the prize structure and the chest versus the statue. So I won't comment on that today, but let's just take a quick look. You can see it at max level there. The boost is very handy for almost 10 seconds, recovers a large amount of health, and with 30% boost to attack speed, movement speed, and damage reduction, really a quite powerful spell. The Cold Snap lasts 5.5 seconds at that top level, which is very good against a Flare Tower or something like an Insanity Tower. Or nowadays with the Mithril playing a big role in the game, using it against a like an arrow launcher that has the Chill or an Execute on it is another good use of the Cold Snap. So I hope many of you enjoyed the Winter's Curse. Again, the main prizes were the Snowstorm as well as the Bronze Statue and the ability to get Burna up to Legendary. So let me know what you guys thought about the event, what you liked or didn't like about it, and thanks so much for watching.